Hey guys, it's Mary from Psychic Soulmate. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for our week, June 22nd to June 29th. And if you're new watching this, welcome to my channel and to this video. You were drawn here for some mysterious reason that the message is intended for you. That's the way it works. And even if you're watching this even after that date, the message is still intended for you because you were drawn to watch it, like I said. And all my students, my clients, my friends, family all say the same thing. How do I know? Where is it coming from? Well, I'm just actually facilitating the message from Spirit, the angelic realm, to you to give you a message. That's the way it works. And actually, this is my 5th anniversary of filming videos for IGTV, or actually not for IGTV, but for YouTube. I started in June, 5 years ago, 2015. And yeah, it's been quite the exciting journey for me for 5 years. And I'm so grateful to you guys for following me, watching me each week, for your support. It means so much to me. I am a terribly shy person, and I was drawn to, something actually told me to do this. And I remember my first video, I was just so nervous and I said, no, I gotta do this. Something's telling me, I'm just getting this message in the middle of the night, make those videos. People need to hear you. You need to talk, you know, just like I talk to you guys every week and all the time on social media. I was drawn to do this. So, you know, it's quite the journey because, like I said, I'm a very shy person and I help you, and this has helped me to come out of my shell and to actually I'm just being me. I'm just keeping it real. And that's what I always encourage everybody. Just be yourself, and that's what I do, you know. And yeah, like a lot of you have been asking me the past couple days, where have I been? No lives, because I usually do Instagram lives all the time, and I'm always posting lots of stories of my adventures, but I have been quiet. Well, a few things have been going on. I'll just give you the rundown. This is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, so grab a chair. If you're standing, grab a chair, watch this when you got some time, and grab a Java or some tea and just beverage or whatever, and just let's just chat. Okay, well, you'll listen to me chat anyways. So like I was saying, I've been busy. Dave and I have just launched our tarot course 2 weeks ago. So excited. Because this journey, it's been a year journey, and I've been everybody's been asking me, when is the tarot course going to be released? Tarot energies, when? Well, it finally got released, and yeah, it took us about a year, and we released it, and so excited about it because everybody's loving it. We're loving it, and we're just putting more things together. We got more in store. And also, a lot of stuff has been happening with my cat. He's not feeling well. Well, he's feeling well, but he's just howling at night, and it's keeping me and Dave up all night sometimes because we're like, he's crying. So anyways, you know, as soon as we go and pet him, he goes to sleep. He wants attention. So took him to the vet. He's fine, but we've been druggy and tired, and I developed vertigo again. So I was like, all week I've been my room has been spinning around, and you know, like a record, baby, round. That's what I'm going on while I'm singing. Well, you know. So anyways, like I said, it's been a little bit crazy, hectic, busy, but it's all good. Everything is great. I'm just just moving into the summer where we are right now. The summer solstice just passed, and yeah, so I have the cards right here. I didn't deal them out. I'm actually going to shuffle them. That's the way I used to do my readings back in the day. If you watch all my YouTube videos, that's what I used to do. I used to shuffle the cards first. They were long videos, but I mean, then I just shortened them up and just picked out the cards before, and to save time. Okay. Yeah, and so like if you're watching this and some things are not quite resonating, don't worry, because you have to visit back, like I always say, for the reading, for the message to actually take effect, right? Okay. So I'm just giving them a quick shuffle. Oh, the cards that I'm working with are Morgan Greer, one of my favorite decks. This is like the first deck. This is like what I've learned. This is what I was trained with. Yeah, I love this deck. It is just so rich in the colors, and we recommend this deck when you're reading with the tarot course because it's much easier to understand. It's one of the decks that we recommend, Dave and I. Okay, so calling onto a higher power. What do we need to know for our highest good for everybody watching this? So it's important that you guys just focus and think too, or just close your eyes and just breathe, okay, for a moment. This is the most important part when you're reading cards, okay? What do we need to know for our highest good? What do we need to know? Oh, that card fell out. What do we need to know for our highest good? What do we need to know for our highest good? Okay, I do it 3 times. Okay, and I'm cutting them in 3, and I'm just going to do a 3-card spread. Okay, the Moon, 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands fell out. Okay, all right. Okay, first of all, I'm going to have to say that these cards are talking to us and what we're all feeling right now. This is a fear. This is, the Moon is telling us that we are feeling a little bit in the shadows a little bit. We're feeling like we need to, like there's more going on than we realize. That's what's happening right now. Okay, there's a lot of things that we don't see, but this is also relating to our fears. And if we allow our fears to get the best of us, what happens is that the fears will actually manifest more fear. You know what I mean? Like it actually will take on more of a life of its own. So that's what it's important to for you to just take a handle of it. Like get a handle of yourself and say, okay, you know what? This is fear. Whatever's blocking you, whatever's going on right now, it's fear. Okay, so there's more to the situation than just meets the eye, and it's also a mysterious card as well. Okay, because a lot of you have been asking what's going on, and especially with love too. You feel very confused with love. You just feel so. You know why? Because your beloved feels confused too. So if everybody's feeling confused and everybody's in the shadow, you know what? Don't lash out. Don't make assumptions. That's what's important. That's the word I'm getting right now. Don't make assumptions, because the more you make assumptions and the more you're actually projecting something else, your fears, onto someone else. Okay, and the same thing goes with finances, financial stuff. Like you are having like a little bit of it's a little bit dry. You know, the well is a little dry. Yes, and circumstances. I'm filming this when COVID's going on, and it's still, things are opening up slowly where I am, but we're still at stage 2. So, or stage 1, I think. We're still in a state of emergency here. But anyways, it's still starting to open up a little bit, but you know, it still feels very restrictive. You know, it still feels like, I don't know, you know, well, when is it going to get better? Who's going to help me? You're almost playing the victim here, and you're feeling a lot of depression. That's what I'm getting here, okay? The 8 of Wands is saying a lot of unexpected things are happening, but you're not looking at it. Like there's a lot of opportunities. The 8 of Wands is a card of opportunities. The 8 of Wands is actually unexpected news, messages, and it's also a travel card. So there's a shift happening. But you've got to look at the shift. You have to really see what's going on, because there is a shift that's happening for you. You are just not looking at it. You're looking at what's behind you and what maybe, you know, what maybe was happened, or maybe what that person said, and you're thinking about, your mind is just racing. You see what I'm saying? Like your mind is racing. That's what the Moon is saying too. We got the 10 of Swords. Now the 10 of Swords, yeah. Some of you that don't know tarot cards don't like tarot cards because they're scary cards. But this card doesn't mean, it's not like what it means. Really, it's not. This card is just actually saying to you that the worst is over. There is like, you're almost like putting on new things. Like, well, what if this is going to happen? And what if that? What if he feels like this? And what if he's seeing somebody else? Or what if he, you know, like you're just putting all these messages, these things in your mind that are giving you not messages, but actually they are just projections. So this is actually saying the worst is over. And also with everything that's going on with COVID-19, you know, I almost feel like I shouldn't be talking about it, but I want to talk about it, because you don't need me to be talking about it, but yet when you're watching this when it's happening, you probably need to hear it. The worst is over. The worst is over. Okay, and yeah, there's a new world out there, but things are going to have to go back slowly. They will go back, but things are going to be changing. There is going to be like right now, there's protocols. You don't need me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you right now. You almost have to break out of a habit, because we've all been very germophobic habit. You know, some of us have, I get groceries delivered and I still sterilize them and I wipe them down. You know, it's just a habit. I'm still washing my hands. I'm still doing all of those things. And I don't go nowhere. That's the whole thing. I will not go into a store, not because I'm afraid, and not because I just don't like the restriction. Does that make sense? I don't like the restriction. I mean, I respect the boundary of the 6 feet, yes, and I would wear a mask, but it feels so restricting to me. So anyways, I don't know why I'm getting onto my stuff, but it's better for me to give you an example, and then you can apply to where you need to apply it for you. Okay, so it's like breaking out of, it's a habit. It's really what I'm trying to say is what I have. It's a habit. And it takes 21 days to break a habit. So, I'm just giving you an example, but I'm going to tell you right now, the worst is over, and it's telling you to just rise above this. So this card looks really gruesome, but the card that fell out, and that was, we have 4 cards here, is the 7 of Wands. Yeah, 7 of Wands. This is get out of your comfort zone. Okay, stand your ground. Now this means this means also facing your fear, just like what the moon said. Face your fears and get out of the restriction. The bottom of the card was, of the deck, was the 8 of Swords. And I know they look so harsh, but they're not. I mean, I always see the message behind the card. Okay, and that they just ignite my intuition because I see visions and I hear stuff and I feel things. I'm an empath. And this was the Anchor card. This is where we're all coming from. We all feel like this. We feel restricted. We feel like we're blindfolded. We don't know what to do. And this is relating to everything. This is relating to everything. Health, business, money, love, whatever your concern is, or just what's going on in the world. We just feel we don't know where to go. But you know what? You got to break out of your comfort zone and do your own thing. Let your freak flag fly. I always say that. Just be yourself. What I said at the beginning, I mean it. Be yourself. Don't try not to. I shouldn't say don't, because when you say don't do that, you automatically say, well, I don't want to trigger anybody. That's my thing. I don't want to trigger anybody. So what you need to do, you should try this, is to just try to just get out of the comfort zone and try to just say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to allow someone else's fear-based thoughts make my life. You know what I mean? Like, hate and negativity and all those things are from somebody else, and it's kind of like an implant. So what we need to do is to try to just look at everything as everybody's doing the best that they can. I know some people are, there's some negativity. I know I went to a store the other day, just giving you an example, here we go again. And I was just actually it was kind of like a curbside, but you buy something and then you go and pick it up inside the store. And I said, okay, I'm going to try doing that. Well, I did. And it wasn't ready. So I was like, I didn't understand. I really didn't. I thought the email said to pick up, but it didn't. And anyways, I just was trying to get out of the store. And the only way you can get out of the store is through the cash. And somebody opened, one of the cashiers opened up a cash. And I said, oh, good, there's an opening. And, I'm walking, just looking around and saying, well, maybe I can talk to somebody and ask them if they have that product in stock, because it was out of stock anyways. And somebody yelled from the back, and move, keep going. Why are you stopping? And instead of lashing out and saying, mind your own business, I'm looking, or give her tell her what I'm doing, I just said, that's just lower vibrational energies and I don't got time for that. And I said, she must be having a really bad day. And so I just kept walking and I just left, and I didn't feed into it. But you see, a lot of people from COVID-19, they are really getting bitter, they're worst. I have to say, this whole pandemic was basically to break a lot of the harsh energies of things that are going on in the world. And this is, spiritually, I'm telling you what's happening. That's the plan there, to break a lot of ego and negativity. But actually, in a lot of people, I mean, it worked with some, with most, and with some people, it just made them more angry, more bitter, more harsh, more negative, and they're just throwing rocks at other people. They're just being more greedy, and more, it's all about me, and blaming somebody. They want to blame somebody. They want to blame the government. They want to blame this person. They want to blame that governor. They want to blame that. That it's just. I don't watch the media, but when I do, something draws me to watch it, and when I see it, I'm like, oh, I needed to see that, or somebody will tell me what's happening. So, I just have to say that give the other person a breather, give the other person a break. Your loved one, family member, whoever's in your life and seems harsh, just, give them some space, give people some space, because that's what they need. And you don't have to put up with it. No, I'm not saying that you have to be in their toxic sphere. No, 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 no. That's exactly not what I'm saying. I'm saying to get away from there, but to give them a breather. And just like I said, I walked out the door and I just said, oh, center light, and I just moved and walked away and left. So that's really my point. Just, you don't have to stand for it. And I know if it's somebody that's you're really close to, or somebody that you don't have to, no matter how, I don't care what the circumstances are. I can tell you stories. I'm not going to get into it, but you don't have to take it. You really don't. You don't. Okay, so that's my point there. Okay, so stand your ground. And this is with, with psychic vampires. Okay, just go along with the life. Just go with the dance. Like what my t-shirt says, dance. My t-shirt says, dance anywhere, dance everywhere. Yes, and that is what you need to do. Just go with the dance. Just live your life and just move forward. I promise you, if you do, you're going to have a much, much better experience, a quality of life, and things are going to get better. Do something for yourself. Give yourself some self-love, and just be patient. Focus on you. Everything's going to get better. I promise. Okay, and I hope that this reading was helpful for you and that it shed some light for you. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading with me, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And until the next video, guys, I wish you all peace, blessings, love and light. Namaste.